Kena Bridge of Spirits is a game that communicates its messages clearly, but how those messages are applied to the story may go over some people's heads, starting with forgiveness and how it's used within the story. This concept that many people struggle to apply to everyday life is presented as something very difficult to do, because all of these characters have to forgive themselves, not someone else, which I believe is a harder thing to do. Forgiving someone else can sometimes be easier because there are many factors that could speed up the process, like your history with that person, how the person has changed after they wronged you, or how situational the issues could have been are all legitimate reasons to start forgiving someone. But when it comes to forgiving yourself, that's a much bigger mountain, because you know how you felt in the moment of doing something wrong, and quite often it's because you were being selfish. Like Toshi destroying the rock god because he was mad at the natural cycle of the forest, Adira continuing to work instead of going with or looking for Hana, and Taro going to meet Rusu when he knew it was irresponsible to leave his siblings alone. These three characters fully understand the reasons behind their actions, feeling like they should be continually punished, but that's not a good thing for themselves or the environment and the people around them. This game tries to communicate that atonement and punishment are fine, but you can't continue to do that. At some point you have to accept that you made mistakes, learn from them, and apply those lessons to your life moving forward. Because if you stay in place pitying yourself, you'll eventually turn into a burden or detriment to the things you care about, just like the restless spirits are to the forest and their loved ones. So when they gather the strength to forgive themselves and move on, they quickly become a benefit to everything around them, allowing the forest to heal for the people and life that will come after them, but also the people who can't leave them behind, showing that the power of self-forgiveness can not only be a benefit to yourself, but the people that you feel like you've wronged. But not all of these characters feel as if they deserve a happy ending, especially with the case of Toshi, who I believe sacrificed his feelings for the greater good, because it doesn't seem like he's over his mistakes at the very end, only going to the afterlife because of Kena pushing him towards that outcome and Zajiro telling him that his time here is over. But Toshi isn't the only spirit who sacrifices something in this story. Between Hana, Rusu, and Zajiro, they all give up their precious time to watch over the people that they care about, with Rusu watching over the children until they pass on due to him not helping them when they were alive, Hana actively helping Kena because she knows that Adira wouldn't be in her corrupted state if she had made it back home, and lastly Zajiro sticking by the entrance to the mountain shrine because deep down he feels like he could have helped Toshi more with the village. These spirits staying behind could lead to them being corrupted as well, which is sacrificial in itself. But that doesn't happen because of our main character Kena and her sacrifice due to her selfish goal. As a spirit guide, Kena's main goal should be to guide spirits to the afterlife. But as we play the game, it's revealed that Kena became a spirit guide to get some type of validation from her deceased father, which recontextualizes Kena's interactions with the spirits and her journey as a whole not looking as noble as it once was. But her selfish goal never gets in the way of helping spirits, which expresses to the players that doing something or starting something for your personal benefit doesn't make you a bad person or less generous, making Kena and this message deeper than they were before. Kena Bridge of Spirits is a game that has a focused message about the strength of the human spirit and how continual punishment isn't a good thing, and that being selfish isn't always bad. And between those two things, sacrifice for the sake of others plus yourself is something that could help everyone around you along with the world itself. If you feel like me sacrificing time to make this video was to your benefit, like, comment, and subscribe for more analysis and video essays on anime and gaming. But with that being said, it's been Skips and I'm out.